in this video, I'm going to show you guys the fastest way in which you guys can actually upgrade your tree and also get Zen coins fast inside of this new Grow a Garden update. So we're not going to waste any more time. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. Let's hop straight into it. So just to give you guys the rundown, at the top of every hour, there's going to be this Zen event. It's just like the bee swarm event where basically like the bees swarm the map and they pollinate your fruit. It's essentially the same exact thing, but without the bees. So basically there's going to be this blue like orb that goes straight over to your garden, and it's going to give a random plant a tranquil mutation. You basically take that plant that has the tranquil mutation and you bring it back over here, and you can either A, upgrade your tree, which is going to upgrade more, or unlock more upgrades inside of the shop here. So you can either use the fruit to actually upgrade your tree, or you can actually just give it straight to the Zen shop and get the currency right away. So there's a few tips and tricks in which you guys can actually get the most fruit possible. Number one is make sure that all of your small fruit is pretty much picked up off of the ground, okay? Because, you know, the better fruit that actually get the mutation, the better it's going to be when you actually, you know, bring it over to the event area. It's just like the honey, guys. So if you had like a very, very small fruit and you brought it over to the honey machine, you weren't really going to make any progress on the honey machine. You want like the really good fruit to get the tranquil mutation, and that's what you want to bring over here. So this right here is the actual event itself, and basically whenever a fruit actually gets the tranquil mutation, it will be highlighted for like 3 seconds and then it'll disappear. So what I actually like to do is I like to zoom my camera out on my garden and wait for a plant to actually get mutated, so that way I have good visibility, because right now, as you guys may know, it's super hard to find things on your garden if things are not organized at all. So what I like to do is I like to zoom my camera out so that we have a bird's eye view down on the garden, so I can see which plants are being highlighted, because I know those ones are actually going to get the tranquil mutation. But at times it can be very hard to see. You just have to really keep your eyes peeled on your garden. But there is a certain strategy behind this, but you actually have to get kind of lucky in order for this to work. But if you actually want to get more tranquil plants, that'll actually give you both upgrades on your tree and obviously more coins inside of the shop, if you can actually manage to get yourself a Zen egg, and then also get yourself, I believe it's the 4.6% pet right here. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the one that's 4.6%. This one will give you the passive ability. It will give tranquil mutations to plants on your garden, so that way you don't actually have to wait for the event every single hour. If you can get yourself one of those pets right there, that is going to be the best thing you can possibly do to get the coins fast and to get the most fruit possible to upgrade your tree. If you have that pet right there, you're going to be golden. But if you don't have that pet, that's all right, don't worry. As I mentioned earlier, make sure that your smaller plants are picked up. Like right here, I honestly have no more use for the potatoes or tomatoes because the summer event is officially gone, so I can get rid of this tomato plant right here, because I don't want to risk like a tomato getting mutated, because it's super small and it's not going to do anything. I might also pick up these serenities as well. I don't know if I want to though. So just make sure that obviously like you only have like good plants out to get mutated. Now if you did end up buying another save slot, that could also be a good strategy as well, because you could have a save slot dedicated towards farming. They added this inside of the update as well, where there's new save slots. I have absolutely nothing on my garden right now, but I could make a garden that's literally only giant fruit only, and then use that to actually grind these events out, because then I'll only be giving out good plants inside of the game. This is a very good strategy, guys, like super good. In fact, I'm actually going to start doing that right now, because I have 4 sugar apple seeds. So I'm literally just going to place all of my sugar apple seeds like literally right here, and I want them to be close to each other, so that way I can use a sprinkler on them very easily. I also have a burning bud here as well, so I'm also going to place this one down. I also have a giant pine cone, so I'm going to place this one down. A grape seed is still pretty good, so I'm still going to place that in here somewhere, wherever I can. I'm just literally placing all of my good seeds. Pretty sure the Fayoa seed's also pretty good, so I'm going to place those down as well. Dragon fruit, that's going down. I got a beanstalk seed as well. That's also going down. I have a cocoa seed, this one as well. As you guys can see, I'm literally placing like only the good seeds. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place a sprinkler down as so. So I'm gonna grab myself, I have a lot of sprinklers. I'm gonna place myself an advanced sprinkler to start. I don't think I have any room for it. Oh my god. I'm gonna place one right there and then try to place one right here. There we go. All right, that should speed up some growth. Some of these are gonna take a while to grow, but you guys get the idea. If you actually get yourself an extra garden that's only dedicated towards your most craziest expensive seeds, you can actually use that for grinding events like these, because the event has no other option but to give the tranquil mutation to your good seeds. So if you just bring all of your best seeds over to a separate garden, you're going to be absolutely crushing this event and doing extremely well. And instead of actually having to buy new seeds, what you guys can even do is just simply load in your old farm that you had, and then you actually just use a reclaimer on any of the rare seeds you may have. Like if you have like a really good seed, you could simply just bring that back over to your other garden. Like right here, I have a gold sugar apple. All right, here we go. It's turned into a seed just like that. Sugar apple has been picked up, and now I can bring that over to my other garden, but there is a cooldown. I can't load it back in for like another 3 minutes, so there is a 3-minute cooldown between actually changing gardens. But still, you guys get the idea. Make sure if you have enough money inside of the game to set up another garden, I would say do it. That way you could put all of your best plants on one garden and then use that for the event, because the event would have no other option but to only tranquil your best fruits inside of the game. And then other than that, make sure if you guys can try to get the pet, that's going to be the best thing. If you can try to trade for it, do whatever you can to actually get the pet that gives the mutation without the event having to go on, because then you just get it passively and you'll get a lot more fruits with the tranquil mutation. And other than that, just make sure you guys are playing it during the event, because if you're not playing it during the event, then you're not going to get any fruit that gets mutated. So like I said, join at the top of every hour. The least you can do is at least join the game, so that way your plants on your garden get mutated. But as I mentioned earlier, if you're not keeping an eye on which plants are getting mutated, then it's going to be very difficult, especially if you have so many plants like I have on my garden, bro. It's absolutely just a mess right here. So that's also another reason to start another garden, is just to organize things better. But once again, I recommend just taking all your plants, taking them to a separate garden, and then that way when the event happens, the event has no other option but to give the tranquil mutation to your best plants inside of the game. If you guys have any other tips that I did miss out in this video, go ahead and comment down below. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all inside the next one. Peace out and goodbye.